pee.
You do? Oh my goodness. You're a grown woman now.
I know, Mama.
Cell phone video posted to TikTok generated some 4 million views before it was abruptly taken down.
And I was so excited to see her get her first check, and so I started recording.
She was so excited to show her mom her very first paycheck. Her mom decided to post it on social media, and the joyous occasion nearly overshadowed by that decision.
You worked hard for this money. You should be very proud.
I know.
Dale Beck, a 28-year-old woman with Down syndrome, excited to show her mother her first paycheck. She made the $1,500 working at the new Howdy homemade ice cream franchise. At one point, Dale proudly holds the check up to the camera, her TikTok feed flooded with positive comments. Dale wanted to use the money to help others. So, Dale, tell me a little bit about your first check and what you hope to do with it.
Everybody, birthday presents and Christmas.
Birthday and Christmas presents. But the joyous moment was short-lived. Someone creeping on Dale's TikTok feed managed to clone the check information and cashed a fraudulent payroll check. Thankfully, franchise owner Pete Brewer has a PhD in accounting. He keeps an eye on the books and quickly came to the rescue.
I caught it within 24 hours, so my bank was able to bounce the check.
Thankfully, franchise owner Pete Brewer has a PhD in accounting. He keeps an eye on the books and quickly came to the rescue.
I caught it within 24 hours, so my bank was able to bounce the check.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I know some of you guys are going to be confused up to this point, so let me break it down to you and explain it to you. This young lady, she works at an ice cream shop, okay? And this ice cream shop, the guy that opened the ice cream shop independently is an entrepreneur. He opened it up with the idea of hiring people that were mentally challenged to the establishment. And as a result, he has allowed a lot of people that are mentally challenged to have jobs and somewhat live a normal life and be able to provide for themselves, right? And as a result, this one young lady who is, believe it or not, in the video, she's 28 years old. She struck out and gained employment at this establishment, and she was proud because she had her first check, which was for $1,500. Now, even at 38 or 48, $1,500 would be a big deal some of the days of the week. Won't we agree? Irregardless, her mother was proud enough that she wanted to film her daughter's first paycheck. And that was the biggest mistake she ever did in this time and era that we live in here in 2022 and on and beyond, because we've got a lot of insidious, dirty, rotten people out there. And one of these dirty, insidious, rotten people that I'm talking about, because that's truly what you are, a piece of shit. This guy decided that he was going to take a snapshot of this girl's check. He was going to duplicate the numbers and make it into a routing number, saying and claiming to the bank, I lost the check, but I still have the numbers in the routing. And then based off those PIN numbers and everything else, he would be able to actually make a check, get that check cashed, and get said funds deposited into his account or put in his hand. Now you got to ask yourself psychologically, what type of man or woman, because it could have been a woman too, but what type of man or woman, at the very least of anybody in my society that are victims? It shouldn't be the elderly, it shouldn't be kids, and it definitely shouldn't be people that are mentally challenged. This is a coward. And I express this a lot on my channel, and I talk about different things when I talk about things in this enclave of what we see more and more persistent of being men that are cowards, meaning that these guys go around and they presume who they can and who they can't start a fight with, an argument with, who they can take and can't take from. We see it demonstrated daily in our major cities across America, specifically New York City, Chicago, Florida, Georgia, LA, just to name a few. There are people out there that seemingly are bent on no more than taking advantage of people, following people, robbing people, stealing from people, whatever the case may be. And I want to say to that man that did that or that woman that did that, I hope you get the extremity of the book thrown at you in the court of law. I really do. You know, I don't pray for anybody to go to jail, but in this case, fuck them. Out here taking away from mentally challenged kids. You know how much of an extremity of a punk you have to be. There's no wins for that. There's no badges of honor for that. So I say the worst for you. For that young lady, if this ever gets across to you, congratulations for getting your first check. Keep prospering on. And I want to say I'm proud that the owner of the store, he was a former accountant, so he actually caught the check before it actually got cashed. So that's the best part in the ending to this story. Salute to that young girl. Keep on moving and